Hey guys, welcome to the Always Off Topic show. This is episode number 6. As it turns out, last night was episode 5 and would probably be the longest you guys would probably ever hear from us. I did send the invite link out to the members who are on the podcast, but none of them have responded yet, so I guess it'll probably just be me for a little bit until one of them decides they want to join. A little bit of a shameless promotion. I just uploaded a video on my YouTube channel, Statistical STATISTYCL, for Poppy Playtime. I'm currently working on exporting a complete Chapter 1 gameplay footage thing. I took both of the videos for Chapter 1 and putting them into one. So I'm working on exporting that. You can expect it to be later tonight. But yeah, so it's like, I know yesterday we did talk about the orange guy and California and Denmark, all that fun stuff. That was politics, and we did say yes, we were not going to do politics at the very beginning of everything we started. But it was just brought up, and there's no way to avoid it. If any of that offended you, we do not apologize because we did not know it was affecting people. But without further ado, I think I'll go through and look at the news, my Google News feed, and I will give my thoughts on what's going on in my news feed. Politics ass. More politics ass. Xenoblade Chronicles X is a perfect swain song for the Switch. I don't know what Xenoblade Chronicles is. All I know is that I have characters in my video game. Hi, Bird.
Hello.
How we doing?
Fine, I guess.
Fine, I guess.
I want to talk to him.
He's right there.
Is that the little sister?
Yes.
Yes.
You
Hi,
can't see the
Novely.
dice. You cannot see the dice.
Here, let me do
This
this.
is this is the dinosaur.
What do you want? Why'd you send
It's,
me an email? What do you want?
what do you mean, what do I want? You're part of the podcast, aren't you?
And you're dead. Got it.
Huh? I'm not
Yes,
dead.
I got a dinosaur. This is Tracy.
Oh, she's
Tracy
talking very
dinosaur.
well.
Yes.
Yes.
This is the dinosaur. Dinosaur.
What do you want? Why'd you text me? What do you want?
I just wanted to
This
text you to
is
see if you
me.
wanted to join the podcast episode today. Did you want to? Phoenix.
You're gonna have to repeat everything you just said.
I live right here.
You're going to have to repeat everything.
I texted you to be sure if you wanted to join the podcast for today.
Oh.
And yes, I
I
picked
didn't
up
realize
the
you were doing it
microphone.
today.
I'm doing 4 this week. I did one yesterday with Azrael, one today, and one tomorrow, and then probably Friday or Saturday. Yeah. Were you busy? Bird, were you busy? That's an excellent question. I don't know. We could try Google Meets probably in the next one. We could try that, actually. It's right there. I already had it downloaded to the system. Fair enough. Zoom does suck. But it's better than Teams. Phoenix is in caps lock.
What?
I want to turn the
I need it. It's over there.
You have Sister Judy today? Oh, hey, Azriel.
Hello, my phone was dead.
Ah, gotcha.
No, Billy. This one controls those.
He has sister duty today, Azriel.
Oh my
I
god,
need
is
the
that
other
a
one.
bird?
Yeah.
Is that the editor for Saddest TCL's YouTube channel? Oh my god.
Why do you want it to
Oh,
be blue?
yeah.
Look at this to be
I
I
have
need
it
the
on.
white one, no,
I have
Billy.
it on because of the sister in his background, because
me.
his sister, for some reason, is falling obsessed with me.
Dear god. I have that. My baby cousin, not really so much baby as in just like child cousin,
Uh-huh.
uh, is like deeply obsessed with me. Only problem is I don't like kids.
Fair enough. So I am, like I said earlier in the episode, I am exporting a complete Chapter 1 gameplay of Poppy Playtime from 2021.
Wow, it took you 5 years to play Poppy Playtime.
Yeah,
Amateur.
I am amateur. I screamed when
A,
it was the first like chase scene.
now, a real professional YouTuber waits
8?
probably how long it's gonna take for me to get a PC. So yeah.
Fair enough.
Actually, wait, hold on. They have it on PlayStation now, huh?
I think they do, but I played it on Steam.
Yeah, I've been like dodging spoilers for that game for 5 years now. Jesus.
It's just like I call it the scariest game I've played, because yes, I've played
That's a
Phasmophobia,
low bar.
and I have said that it's been scary in the past, but Phasmophobia scary is totally different kind of scary than Poppy Playtime.
You have a really low bar for scary, I've noticed.
Yeah, no, I am a wimp. I admit to that. I am a wimp. I'm a nerd. I'm a geek. It's just
Well,
I don't.
at least you're willing to admit it.
Yeah, it's like the first time watching ghost shows, I could barely handle it because it was like it all felt so real.
I thought you were about to say ghost stories, and I was like, you really have like no
No.
like bravery in your bones because Ghost Stories dub is not a horror show whatsoever.
Well, no, it's like ghost hunting, like those
Is
kind of
honey?
shows.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. You see, I was raised in a family of like superhumans.
Uh huh.
So at this point, being afraid of something is like, oh wait, I remember this person exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
think
it's like
I think people remember the conversation in episode 5.
it's like the part in Poppy Playtime. It's like where I don't know if you've seen gameplay of it before,
I
but
said I've been dodging spoilers for 5 years. What do you
dodging.
think?
Fair enough. But I was playing this completely blind with only words to tell me like what to do for the first few things because I was stuck.
Uh,
It's like
bad puzzle man.
yeah.
He can't
I
handle horror games and he can't solve a puzzle. Is this guy? Wow.
I even teabagged on it when I made it fall. It's hilarious.
I'm gonna just assume that means something.
So how in a game like and you like do the down up thing when you with your joystick or crouch button.
Oh no, I know what teabagging is. I just don't understand what you meant by when you made it fall.
Did you want to switch to Google Meets, Bird? You can see him typing text, right? Oh, that's just to me. Never
It
mind.
doesn't give me notification, but yeah.
Phoenix is lagging, so I guess probably tomorrow or something we have Jacob on. We can do like Google Meet instead of Zoom.
Yeah. So no offense to you, Zoom, but also like full offense. You kind of suck. You're laggy, and we have to do like 40 minutes at a time of recording.
Yeah, I think there's no limit with
Yeah,
Meet.
Google Meets. It's like, oh, welcome in, take a seat. Stay for as long as you want. I'll even bring crumpets, which is very stark to how Google usually is. So I'll give it that.
Phoenix left. It's okay.
Yeah.
But it's like back to the scary things. Like I'm a very weak person when it comes to scary stuff.
Yeah. What you gotta do, right, is you gotta sit yourself in front of like your worst fear and just watch that in a 10-hour loop.
Pretty much.
That's not what I did. I don't know why, but I just really don't have a fear response for anything. I get like jump scared and all, but usually when I get jump scared, the thing that jump scares me is on the floor before I can think about it. So
Fair enough.
I think you've seen like people like the people who manage to scare me at school just are like equally as scared because I almost punch them in the face out of instinct.
Was that at our school?
Yeah, it didn't happen a lot. I think it did to like one person, and like that person was very afraid. I remember one time. I think you were on the bus for this. Jacob was like messing with me by like punching my shoulder, and I ended up catching his face at one point.
I think that was when Brendan was still with us in the bus.
Yeah, that was funny. Dude, man, it sucks living in a desert.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because on one hand, right, like I'm asocial, so I don't like talking to people.
Right.
On the other hand, I miss so much funny stuff now. Like I miss the days where I could just see a guy in a banana suit run down the halls from one of his friends.
I don't remember that.
This didn't happen at Elizabeth. It happened at a very different school.
Ah.
Like
Yeah, no, it's
I think it was when I lived in Arizona. No, wait, no, it was when I lived in northern Colorado.
yes, Colorado does happen to have a lot of weird kids and a lot of like weird situations.
Yeah, this stuff happens.
Like honestly, out here it got like a lot, not really quieter, but it's like less of like annoying than it used to be.
They're mourning my loss, the loss of me.
Yeah. Well, and then it's like
So, well,
also everyone's growing up too, so it's like there isn't really much use to be obnoxious anymore.
fair enough. I kind of admire it. I like that people aren't like just like being annoying. I don't know how to describe it. Like people here in New Mexico are like either gangsters or like the nicest people you know. It's like the difference between two different types of biker gangs, you know?
Yeah, I totally understand that part. Switch desktops to this
But
desktop because this name is
in
not
terms of
right.
annoyance, it's typically the stuff I always deal with, in which I don't get bullied because everyone thinks I'm a drug dealer for some reason.
Yeah.
You see,
It's like, well,
if you for some weird reason have a bullying problem and you don't want to contact teacher, friend, or family, just look like a drug dealer. They'll think you're a drug dealer and try and get on your good side.
yeah.
I figured this out the hard way.
And then there are also some kids who are probably like the nicest people to you, you can ever meet. Like
Yeah,
take
no,
for
I've met
example,
a
like
few of those people.
some of the preps, I guess, but not all of them.
Yeah.
It's because like with how preps are, they try to be nice because they want to be on everyone's side and they want to be the most likable people in the school.
Yeah. Yeah, I am what some would call a background character.
Yeah, we're side characters.
Yeah, I just disappear into the background and pretend like I can't hear anything. The
Well,
further I am away from any conflict, the better.
yeah, especially.
I'll gladly watch from a distance, but also like, not getting into that.
Just like, I'll watch it, but it's like I'm not gonna get involved in it.
Oh, we're having a massive fight in the lunchroom, and people brought knives. I'll gladly bring popcorn. That's about all I can do.
Yeah.
So like when I was a kid, right?
Uh-huh.
I just got out of kung fu because interesting fact, kung fu classes cost a lot, or not kung fu, karate classes cost a lot. So
Karate.
my mom took me to another class, which was Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is like self-defense plus plus.
Yes.
And so I took that class, and you'd think that having a self-defense class would be helpful for the long term. It's not. I've never been mugged. I've never been threatened, and I just don't know what to do with it.
Fair enough.
It might come useful later, but also I think that did more psychological trauma than did any good. Because for some weird reason, I'm pretty sure other people have gone to like kung fu or karate classes or stuff like that can agree with me on this. People get weirdly competitive in those classes for no reason because it's not a competition, but they act like it is. So one time, oh god, I'd rather send me a video. I'm gonna regret that. But um, one time when I was doing like the jiu-jitsu class, we were learning how to like do like chokeholds,
Uh-huh.
which is totally something you want to teach an 8-year-old. But we had to do it in like partners because it's kind of hard to chokehold at the air.
Uh-huh.
So we're learning it. I did it on like my like class partner, and she tapped out. I did it fine. It was perfect. I think I probably messed up. I don't know. I was 8,
I don't know. I
but
was 8.
then, but then this girl decides that that was offense against her family, her principles, and decides she's gonna get me back for whatever that was. And whenever she does it, she starts actually strangling me. And I'm all like tapping on her shoulder, like, "Hey, I'm tapping out. I'm tapping out. You win. You win." And she keeps like pulling harder and harder. And I'm about to like pass out. And then finally, the coach pulls her off of me.
Yeah, that's why girls are scary.
I don't think they're scary. I just think that the little ones are like little gremlins. No offense.
Gremlins is a great way to put it as a young, like, for like young children in general, like ages like 5 to 9 especially. Gremlins.
Yeah, they go for the eyes.
And the shins too.
My shins can take it. You see, due to previous medical problems, I have like no feeling in my legs. I can get kicked in the shins. I don't care.
Yeah.
But I feel like gouging out the eyes is something that you really need to be more alert of,
Oh god.
you know,
Yeah.
because it's someone gouging out your eyes. I'm not sure in what world where you think the shin part is more important, but all right.
And it's like with the eyes thing. It's like my mom reads these really wacky books where like eye removal was a very big thing in like all her books.
What? Are all our books from like 1846 and they thought it was some way of curing leukemia? What?
No. I will be right back.
I will say, the 1800s were very weird. Hi, chat. I know we're not streaming, but I'm going to call you chat because I'm not sure what else to call you. Tabletop viewers? I don't know. I can't wait
It's like
for
books
just
like Hunting
one of the
Online.
group. Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like on a similar line of those.
Yeah. I've read an entire library worth of books because what I can describe is I'm bored a lot.
That's fair.
Actually, fun fact. When I was a kid, out of sheer absolute boredom, I read the entire dictionary in my house. I will read anything if I'm bored, and I have no idea why.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I absolutely aced my vocabulary test in middle school.
Yeah. Even then, like high school vocab tests are really confusing because the words are just not actual words.
Eh,
Like what the heck of a kind of word is glout? Who says glout on a regular basis?
I don't know who says hippopotamus phobia on a daily basis. Actually, I do know one person, but
Or like freaking like hippopotamonstrosiclipidoliophobia.
that is the exact same thing, just two different pronunciations. I'm glad we know the same word.
Well, that's the same
I
word.
don't. Yeah, it's the same word. It's the fear of long words, which I'm not sure how you get that. I'm not sure what trauma you have with long words. Sorry for anyone that actually does have clitotaliophobia who's watching this video. We are ruining your day.
Or like, you know that like fear of like a lot of tiny holes.
Oh yeah, I
Imagine
forgot what
like
it's called.
imagine like cave diving though, having that fear.
I'm not sure why that became such a like common fear back in like 2022. I think is when it like kind of started getting
Probably.
recognized as like a really common fear.
Yeah, it's
It
like
was very weird.
when AI started giving you weird images. Yeah, I can say
Yeah,
yeah.
that, I'm not sure where that became a thing. Like I first heard about it because uh, what's their name? BMAs. Like, do you know that YouTube channel with like the little white guy as your mascot, the like white ball guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of their thumbnails for their videos, it was like it's like most dangerous plants on the planet, and then it shows like a really spiky tree, and then and then it like has like the YouTube arrow over to like a guy's hand with a bunch of holes in it. And I'm like, I gotta figure that out myself, but thanks a lot. I don't have it, but someone next to me, I think it was a friend, I think, saw it and like started gagging. No, it's like, oh, this is a thing people have.
Yeah, for most people it's really disgusting, but for others it's really like kind of humorous in a way.
I've eaten rattlesnake. I could take disgusting. Actually, I think I've eaten rattlesnake. That's the thing. My memory's terrible, and I think either I did have rattlesnake or everyone else but me had rattlesnake
Everyone
in my
else
family.
but you had a rattlesnake. That's fun.
You're at a restaurant. You're at a restaurant. Although I
Oh,
will say I have had alligator and frog legs. So according to a lot of people on the internet, I am what some would describe as weird.
we're all weird, dude. We put our voices on the internet for others to laugh at us and humiliate us for the fun of it. That makes us
Yeah.
weird.
God, can't believe we're thinking like we're Markiplier.
I mean, he's never wrong about that kind of stuff.
Fair enough.
Holy cow, I maxed out my audio bar on OBS. I didn't know that could happen.
It can happen when like a nuclear bomb goes off. What did you do?
Oh, it's my laugh is going to. But of course, it's a bit more genuine and like louder. It got my like
Yeah.
decibel bar to go to 0 instead of 15, -15.
What? I'm not even gonna question how your laugh can max out OBS's soundbar, but all right. It blurs everything but the light.
My camera's on the other end. If you guys are not seeing that, of course, through the recording software. But
Yeah. He was lifting up his camera, and for some reason, it blurred everything but the light.
'cause I was right here to the microphone. I just maxed it out again just by talking into it.
Yeah. It has a really low max out range if it maxes out at that.
It's also got weird audio filters that I use for my regular videos, so that if I scream, it turns out quiet.
Yeah, that's called a sound suppression. It's to make sure the mic doesn't explode from trying to comprehend all that screaming. Because guess what? Mics don't like loud noises.
That explains why they make the weird noise when we're a kid. Like the little 5-year-olds in video games eat them. Like with the oh.
Yeah, that's why. Also, like you'll notice that a lot of kids with like high pitched voices have mics that break really quickly.
Uh-huh.
Because it's not that they're buying cheap mics; it's because high pitched voices and stuff actually kind of wear down mics a little bit faster.
Well, good thing everyone
I
in
mean,
my family
obviously, the
has
fact that children's
deeper voices. The only one with like a lighter voice is my youngest brother, who is 10.
Yeah. You see, if I drop the YouTube voice, you'll also notice I have a really like monotone voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the power of monotone,
I
and
think
that's why.
I also learned it through video production to just kind of talk in a calmer voice, so the microphone doesn't have a tantrum and spaz out.
Exactly. I more just do it because I'm too tired to talk like with energy, but also helps with the mic.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you start the intro like, hey guys, blah, 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 with a lot of energy, and then you go into the more serious tones, like, okay, I'm gaming now. I'm not going to have energy.
I will say, there's a slight downside to it. That one of my friends is like just obsessed with my voice, specifically when I'm really tired. I'm not sure how that happened, but she'll just call me at like midnight and be like, "Hey, want to talk about something?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" Can't sleep anyways with someone calling me.
Well, yeah, that can also be a factor too. Just like, huh? Oh,
What
what?
makes it worse is that it's a Discord call audio, so you have like that annoying ring.
No, I don't know what it
But,
sounds like anymore. They change it so frequently.
yeah. Bonus points for how it annoys me. My iPad also gets to call, and I sleep right next to both my phone and my iPad, so I'm
Uh
getting double hits of this.
huh.
And if I answer one, the other one still rings,
So
so I have to hang up on one and answer the other.
yeah, just like cancel the call on one while just like, well, whatever. It's like, huh? Why are you calling me at 12 a.m.? I'm trying to get some
Oh,
damn sleep here.
I'm not sure why, but people have a tendency of calling me like at midnight, and it very much annoys me. One time I was in a Minecraft server,
Mm-hmm.
and two of my friends started calling me at once at like midnight because there's like some stuff happening, like the Nether. They want to help. So I went to the owner of the Discord server we were in and told him, "Can you put a rule that says not to call me past like 8 o'clock?" And he did it. People still called me, but it was less often.
Yeah, that's one way to do it though.
It's a nice solution to my problems.
Yeah.
I don't get enough sleep as it is due to absolutely insane insomnia. I don't need people like making it worse.
Yeah, especially like, and you're also with that whole camper situation, not having an actual bed to sleep in. It's just like this platform with a mattress. They said, okay, here's our excuse for a bed, and it's in this tiny box you sleep with your whole family in.
Yeah, I will say I like how firm it is because I like firm beds. Problem is too short.
Fair enough.
My legs dingle off the edge.
Is it like one of those like campers that has the buttons that can extend the sides out to like have the dining room and the couch hang off the edge of
Yeah,
the?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like one of those. And since it's a toy hauler, it has like a garage bit in the back to where you can hold like small cars or
Mhm.
four-wheelers.
Yeah.
But we use it as living quarters for me.
Well, kind of have to improvise, right?
Yeah, I'm basically living in a garage. This is peak housing.
Living in a garage, peak man dream.
Whatever happened to like Amazon like port a house or like you can buy a house on Amazon and they deliver it to you.
Like what
At
Unspeakable
least it
did.
has a bed.
Like what Unspeakable did in that one video where he like had that house that folded out.
Yeah, it looks like a shipping container when you opened it.
Yeah.
If you can put that on a dock and no one would realize it was a house.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we're getting older and stuff like that, but like as we get older, we realize that's like how annoying he forces his voice to be to reach the appeasement of those small children who watch his videos.
Yeah. You also realize the amount of adult humor inside of children's cartoons.
Yeah, especially like there's one I saw was like in Cars. It's not the headlight one, but it's like right in that same scene, but behind the girls.
Yeah. Dude, I remember watching this one video where it's like banned cartoon episodes, and it's by the same guy that makes actually how it's made series.
Mhm.
And it's like he's like just reacting to like banned episodes of cartoons. And the first two were like, yeah, sure, you can take them off air, but also they're not that bad. And the second one is from Cow and Chicken, which I already didn't like that show because it's just weird.
Yeah.
But then, like, of the entire episode that was banned was a giant metaphor on lesbians.
Wonder what network banned that one, Disney.
It was not Disney. It was absolutely Nickelodeon.
Oh no, yeah. Definitely. Because
Nickelodeon's weird.
it's like,
If you want to watch some weird show made by a drug addict in his mother's basement, you watch Nickelodeon.
yeah, especially like what were some wacky shows on Nickelodeon besides SpongeBob? That was just fun. But what was some wacky ones?
I don't remember.
Ninja Turtles?
Dexter's Laboratory was on Nickelodeon, I believe.
I will Google what other shows were on Nickelodeon because yes.
But yeah, the 2012 Teenage Ninja Turtles was a great show, and you cannot convince me otherwise.
Wasn't that the one with like
It was the one with. It was the only TMNT show that has like 3D animation. Dog.
Nickelodeon. Yeah, that's like pretty much the only good TMNT show they've made for a while.
I kind of like. I like the art style of Rise of the Teenage Ninja Turtles. I like the art style.
Yeah, it's like most shows if the art style isn't good, it's not gonna catch someone's eye.
Yeah. I like art styles like that.
Uh-huh.
You know. But also, I don't like how much they changed it from the original. I don't know why. I'm like that old guy that's like on his rocking porch, like, yeah, you kids are too reliant on your fancy technology. I'm like that, but with like TV shows. I don't like when they change stuff. Like episode 5, I was ranting about how they changed Craven.
Yeah, especially. But it's like
No one cares
How-
about that besides me.
how we are with like the brain rot of this generation. It's like we had our own brain rot, yes, but it was like mostly quality stuff instead of just like brain numbing.
Yeah, see, we turned out fine. Meanwhile, us recording on YouTube.
But like we had the good stuff. We had the Vine. We had the freaking Gummy Bear song. We had the Muffin.
We had raining tacos.
We had Pare Grip in general.
Yeah.
Because he also gave us the Hailing Taquitos.
Yeah. God, childhood.
Childhood nostalgia.
At least anyone under the year 12 years old has no idea what we're talking about.
Unless their older siblings kind of force them into it, then yeah, I can see it.
They better have.
Yeah.
They better have.
I've been trying to force Vine on my brothers, but they just like are totally out of it because what they have these days are like Speed McQueen, Queso, freaking Mr. Beast.
I don't hold a grudge against Mr. Beast. I just don't like watching his videos.
I don't hold a grudge on him either. It's just like I don't personally have a grudge on him, but he's like a little bit overrated, you know? It's like, because he's like, he relies on
I'm not going to say he's overrated.
He relies on his
like
money and stuff to give him his popularity, because like he's really only popular because he's rich.
Well, it's not like he's using that like richness to like flaunt or anything.
Right.
He's also donating.
He's doing good with it, yes, but he's also like using it to create this brain numbing stuff that's also going to drive this next generation of teenagers to the ground because they want to be just like him in every way, shape, and form because they look up to him and all that fun jazz.
Yeah. So when kids want to be like Mr. Beast, it's like really hard to achieve that because the rich part.
The rich part, yeah. It's like how we were with like Dan TDM, Markiplier, and Jack.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I wanted to be Dan TDM mainly because he actually was able to play modded Minecraft, and that's the only part of that I wanted.
He's doing another series for Diamond Dimensions.
That's cool. Did you? He released a second channel where he goes back to making mod content. And I guess he just immediately forgot it existed because it still has the one video. I think it's great.
Wait, he has another. I know he has Dan TDM and Dan TDM Live, but he has more.
He has Dan and Trey now too. He has Dan and Trey where he does like the old mod adventures. It only has like the introduction video, and I think he has one other video on there.
That's interesting. Where are his other channels? Danny Trey has 5 point now. I can English. 595,000 subscribers on 3 videos.
Oh, that's true. Never mind. I was wrong.
His last video for it was 5 months ago.
Yeah.
But I think they're all
I
like,
can't.
is it all like satires and skits?
Uh, you know like how the mod adventures were before he stopped like playing Minecraft as much?
Yeah.
That's what it's like. It's
Uh,
literally just old. It's literally just old mod adventures.
so he took his old like recording files and put them on this channel.
No, not old recording files. He's making new ones as like side content for any kids that are interested.
Uh,
I mean, hell, that's how I got into him from watching his mod adventures.
I kind of got into him because of this fun show called Player Select.
Player Select on Disney XD.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's how I found like who was it? There's a YouTuber I really liked for a while that I found on that show. Who was it? I do remember I saw Jacksepticeye on that show, and I started watching him more because of it. God, dude, do you remember Parker Plays?
Yes, Parker is fun.
Dude, he makes like Minecraft add-ons now.
I thought he
ended
had
up,
just full on disappeared.
yeah, no. You see, I am what some would call a creep. So when I was like, when that show stopped airing, I was sad, so I wanted to figure out what his channel was. So I looked up Parker Plays on YouTube, and obviously the YouTube channel appeared. But he stopped playing it on. He stopped recording videos for his YouTube channel, so I was really sad. One day, I was watching YouTube, and I saw like a short for just this random guy
Mm-hmm.
who I think his name was like Sudsky or something, and I recognized his voice, and I compared the two voices of him, like the Sudsky guy and Parker Plays, and they are the exact same person.
Okay, I did not know there were 3 seasons of Player Select. The gamers in
Yeah,
season
there were
1's
three seasons of that.
like so in season 1 there is Jack, Luzu, Strawberry 17, You Always Win, Blessius, Stumped, Drake Stouffer, OMG Chad, Chad Tronic, Cinnamon Toast Ken, Ready Up Live, Matt Shea, Crank Gameplays, Lord Minion 777, D Live, Muskerm, The Gaming Beaver. But season 2 had only Jacksepticeye, Muselk, Mark, Corey, Run JD Run, Blessius, Cupquake.
Corey, that's his name.
Yeah,
Corey Kenshin.
Corey Kenshin, yeah.
I started watching him after that, but then I kind of like lost interest, and then I kind of started watching him again after the math movie.
Yeah. And it also has so Cupquake, Dan, Nick A30. When was Nick A30 on freaking Player Select?
I remember him. I remember being on there. I was very uninterested since it was Fortnite.
Crank Gameplays,
Sorry,
Lachlan, and
sorry
Pokemon.
for anyone that watches Status PCL. I just don't like Fortnite. They know what they did. They know what they added.
Season 3 has a lot of them. Buckle your seatbelts, buddy. Dan, TDM,
Yeah.
Sydney Goodman, Jacksepticeye, Crank Gameplays, Elodie Shadow Lady, Muselk, Lachlan, Markiplier.
Oh, Shadow Lady was another one I found via Player Select.
Shadow Lady was when I found was like when I searched like Minecraft like like not really peaceful but like Minecraft SMP videos. That I was not a dream.
Yeah.
I was not a dream kid. I was a Shadow Lady kind of watcher. Like
I never watched Dream. I watched Technoblade, and that's how I found the Dream SMP. But
yeah.
I remember I watched the Player Select episode. I looked up LD Shadow Lady, and then I found Mumbo Jumbo, and I started watching his stuff, and then I found Hermitcraft. And now I watch Pearlescent Moon, so I'm not sure how that happened.
Yeah. I think from watching Shadow Lady, that kind of led me towards more like Minecraft centered YouTubers. Like
Yeah.
what's his face? Prowl. Do you watch Prowl?
No, I don't.
Prowl, Blue Jay. Dan, of course. After it's like I found Dan through Player Select, yes, but that was mainly for his like variety content, not just his Minecraft stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like as I was like watching more of it, I found out that he did a lot of Fortnite videos, which led me down a whole rabbit hole of Cypher PK, Ninja, Typical Gamer, Lachlan, all them, which then somehow, someway led me to reaction content, which gave me NSAF,
J-Slap.
JSlat, NSAF, Wheelas. It's like I found NSAF because she watched The Owl House and Helvaboss, and it's like because you know how like most of our friends are part of that whole LGBT community.
Maybe including me, depending on who you ask. Yeah.
Yeah. So a little bit of lore for this YouTuber. She's lesbian.
Okay.
It's honestly I don't judge her for that. It's just that's kind of what influenced me into being an ally. It's because I like am being exposed to all these people who are part of the community. It's like a lot of my friends are in it, yes, and then YouTubers that I watch are in it. It's just like, you know what? I may be straight as a piece of wood, but I will support them. I will support these people, these beings, for as long as I can, and without being canceled, of course.
Yeah. Imagine liking people.
Yeah,
The great thing about being Arrow Ace is that the internet argues on whether you're part of the LGBTQ community or not.
I think what that is just like they're totally uninterested in like humans in general, like you for example. But like the main thing
Yeah.
for like Arrow Ace is that they don't find love interest in anyone.
Yeah. It takes like one conversation with me to realize, oh, he just hates humanity, doesn't he?
So yeah,
I'm not like
that was that. I gotta get him in another meeting so he can finish his thought. Give me a couple seconds here. But yeah, so we started going down this whole rabbit hole of like I support these people, yes, but if you ever meet one of these people in your life, you just respect them because they are also humans, humans who have lives, humans who have goals, stuff like that, because they're just like you. They just like the same gender. That kid is why you should be inclusive. I'm trying to get him in the link as fast as possible. Copy paste that there. Boom bang. This is gonna be another longer episode. I lied. You told me you were gonna stay away. I lied. Okay, I think he's in now. Yes, he is. What were you saying?
okay, there we go. Oops, we did it again. Before I got so rudely interrupted by the problem I was complaining about earlier, um, like I'm not like a natural rights activist or anything, but also like I'm the kind of guy that like spreads the awareness of this stuff so like people can be.
Right, yeah.
So I'm not gonna go like protesting on the street that like save the planet or anything, but I am gonna make it well known that like we are absolutely on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great. The situation we're in, not.
And it's also like, just like in general, like life really catches fire easily.
Yeah, a lot of it is because people are too lazy and don't want to do stuff, and also money's a thing.
Money is a thing, yes. And money
Like,
drives insanity.
interesting fact: we have found the technology to make self-recovering roads and self-repairing concrete,
But they
which
don't
means
use it.
yeah, we can cut costs so much because we want to worry about potholes, cracks in concrete, making people trip over, and the fact that the concrete and asphalt can wear down, but we don't. We
100%.
don't, because it would cost more. And it's stupid. It's really stupid. A lot of the problems that our planet has can be easily solved if people weren't so greedy.
Yeah.
And then there's like just plain old stupidity. Looking at you, Putin.
Huh. Do not
Yeah,
launch an attack on our Zoom call.
I don't care. I'll fight him. You can't raid an entire country because you want a little bit of uranium. If YouTubers can get their hands on it from eBay, you can get your hands on it by asking nicely.
We're
Guys,
just throwing now. Holy cow.
I have a lot of strong opinions. Like how Count Dooku's lightsaber is the only lightsaber that's actually a saber. I can rant about that for hours.
It's also the only one that is allegedly curved too, like his handle.
Yeah, it's the only one that's curved. The only one that's a saber.
It's like
I remember. I
with the
remember one time.
Inquisitor sabers though, they're the only ones that have that little circle around their handle.
Yeah, the finger guard.
Finger guard, yeah, but those get cut very easily. They don't guard for shit.
Yeah, it's a laser that can cut through metal. Why do you need a finger guard?
It's like with Kylo Ren, his whole thing's like this. Like yes, he has sword features, but he has the little um side pieces that are supposed to protect his wrists.
I will say it kind of works based on the fact that lightsabers repel each other naturally.
Uh
So that's a better guard than a very metal finger guard that lightsabers cut through easily.
huh.
But it's still not great because for some weird reason he only did two sides.
Yeah. Just
He
if you have that, just make it like a full on, like the lightsaber have the two pieces on the side, and then make it like Darth Maul's and have it come out the back as well.
exactly
That'd be the
make
most
it a murder
broken one
weapon,
ever.
not a toy.
That'd make it the most broken thing ever.
What I'm kind of waiting for is when they actually make a lightsaber trident. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be cool. What are your thoughts on the new ones they're making, the new movies?
I kind of gave up on Star Wars. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, it's like
I am.
yeah. I
I'm willing
watched
to
them.
argue on how I'm willing to argue on how the Death Star has the best exhaust system in the world based on the fact that that planet-sized ship has an exhaust system the size of a car.
But it's like
But
with
I'm not watching the new movies.
yeah.
They disappointed me once Rey came into the picture.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I watched the sequel movies because they were Star Wars. Yes. Did I regret it? Probably not. I have not decided yet. Cuz
I
they still have the quality of Star Wars, but they're just super weird about it.
The only new piece of Star Wars media I like, new quote unquote, was Mandalorian, but also everyone likes Mandalorian, so I don't think that counts.
Well, Mandalorian is probably also one of the most enjoyable Star Wars pieces besides some of the original trilogy.
Yeah. It looks good. They did really well with the characters. They wrote them well. They have wonderful acting. Grogu became the internet for a few years.
Grogu became Bird, like an actual, no, Phoenix actually, because Phoenix became obsessed with Grogu.
Oh yeah, I remember that arc.
Yeah, so we were setting up his new phone, and he's like, "I want a wallpaper from Zedge, and I like Star Wars." I showed him the Grogu one, and it was Grogu reaching for like something above him, right? And it was like,
Yeah.
"I want that," and I put an app above his hand, so it's okay. He's reaching for the app. It's like
That's a good idea.
that's clever. Yeah, it's like I wish I thought of that when I was doing my arcane wallpapers.
Yeah, my wallpapers are just from an artist that I cannot pronounce the name of because they're Japanese, and I do not want to butcher it.
Well, yeah, and a lot of the stuff that you use is mainly drawn from you.
Yeah, my phone wallpaper is the one thing that I don't use. That's
Right.
drawn for me because I made one phone wallpaper, but it wasn't meant to be a phone wallpaper. It was just a drawing of mine.
Uh huh.
But one of my friends really liked it, and to this day they still have it as their phone wallpaper, even though I do not like that drawing.
Hey, it's still, if someone likes it, it means it's quality in some sort of way.
In some sort of way. The only problem is that that's not even meant to be a drawing. I was just testing a brush tool, so I was using a reference. It's not so much my drawing as it is someone else's like similar drawing, but with neon lights.
Yeah, it's like,
I feel bad every time someone shows, every time that my friend shows that wallpaper. I have to disclaim that this was based off a reference, and I didn't draw this, or I didn't draw the original thing of it. You know?
right, yeah. And it's like, also with like, with our school, there's like the graphic Photoshop classes they give us. I learned to fully redesign like my logo because of a project we did a couple
Yeah, I
weeks
noticed
ago.
that you changed it. I question what like the staff knows about the graphics design class, because I first took graphic design because I genuinely wanted to learn Photoshop,
Uh-huh.
and I got a Photoshop like the certificate thingy. I was happy. I'm still happy with it. I'm not sure where it went, but it's somewhere in my filing cabinet,
Filing cabinet.
and my filing cabinet of doom. But
Where all your documents
yeah,
end up going.
yeah, second year, vice principal is talking to me like, "What classes do you want to take?" And I'm like, "I'm not really sure." And she's like, "Okay, well, what are you interested in?" I'm like, "I want to kind of learn how to do 3D animation." He's like, "Oh, graphic design 2 is the perfect class for you. I'll enroll you there." It was not Blender at all. It was just more Photoshop.
But more
Except it
advanced.
wasn't Photoshop. It was another Adobe thing. I don't remember what it was though.
It's something similar to
Yeah,
Photoshop though. It wasn't
it
Premiere,
was
was
made.
it?
It was still made by Adobe. What?
It wasn't Premiere, was it?
Oh, it was Premiere.
Premiere's like the video stuff.
Never mind then. I'm misremembering the name of it.
Cuz
I
Premiere,
remember hearing Premiere, so maybe I'm just like confusing it. I don't remember what it was. I know the app logo was red and looked like the Photoshop one, but not.
Acrobat,
That's it. Acrobat.
because it's like red. It's trying to look through all the Adobe apps that were red. There's the Adobe
Uh,
File Reader and there's the
I
Adobe Acrobat.
honestly, you can say Adobe Cheese Grater and not think it's an actual Adobe app. To be honest,
And then with like,
Adobe Zebra Cabinet.
yeah, but they use Premiere mainly for like the easy TV stuff.
uh, I don't know. I don't know which one. You can ask the actual teacher what they use. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm planning on taking it
Kind
next year.
of miss that class.
The video production
Me too.
or graphic design.
Graphic design. I didn't do video production.
Video production is kind of fun actually because the teacher we got after the one guy left.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Because
fun.
like I already know how to edit videos. The only reason I didn't opt out of your videos is because I don't have a PC.
Fair enough.
But I already know how to edit videos, so I didn't need a video design class.
Most of my editing happens like for my personal videos goes through like, um, what is it? Microsoft Clipchamp.
Uh, yeah.
So it's
When I
like,
edited my first video, it was for like my actual like Premiere,
uh-huh.
kind of. I removed that video since because I did it in like 10 minutes out of pure sleep deprivation because I forgot to do it in the morning.
Yeah.
And it's literally just one of my friend's drawings of my avatar with like the court gesture by I cannot pronounce that guy's name playing in the background, but the instrumental version of it. I'm surprised I didn't get copyright striked. I'm gonna be fully honest with you.
Yeah, usually the strikes are for like the CMG or something like that, the music somewhere place with the super big executives who have all control over the music that's made under their platform.
Yeah. Like how if I try to sing My Way, I'd instantly get the video copyright striked.
Yeah. Or like I used Not Like Us in a YouTube short recently and it got flagged for copyright. It's like
Man, I sure love those big money-hungry corporations that make it really hard to get the songs I like.
but it's for the fact it's like it's a video less than 15 seconds long. That copyright should
It's
not
less
be
than 15
ineffective.
seconds. Yeah. I get like making sure that like people don't steal other people's works and stuff, but there you gotta admit there's like a point where it just gets too far.
Yeah, it's like if you at least use their stuff, yeah, give credit for them. Yes, I do that. I would do that if I
Yeah,
ever had to do that.
like the reason I surprised that video didn't get my like video didn't get copyright striked is because I forgot to actually add the credits for the song. It somehow didn't get flagged. I think it's because like only 2 people watched it, but before I took it down.
Right. And it's also for the
But
fact like with picking music, it also has to entertain the viewer because if it's not interesting sounding, then it's like they're gonna leave pretty quickly.
yeah, and I think that the Wii Sports menu works wonderfully for keeping people to pay attention.
Well, because it hits him with nostalgia, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I to this day still hold the a high score for table tennis return challenge on my grandma's Wii, and no one has been able to beat it.
My dad has all the high
I
scores on
have,
our Wii because it's like he played it when he got it new and stuff like that. And it was like way back before I had conscience, because I had conscience. It was just like I couldn't think for myself then because I was like
yeah,
what, 2.
but the child.
Tis but a mere child with no brain. Well, I had a brain, but it's like,
Wasn't doing much.
yeah, and I was like, smile, giggle, shit.
Smile and wave.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Smile and wave.
Also,
Yeah.
Jacob started a bit. It was like, kaboom. I know, like, it came from the Penguins.
Yes, we go. Kaboom.
It's like,
Dude, I do that.
Good.
I played Helldivers once
Once.
with a friend, and because he was like, PlayStation has like a share play thing where you can play as or with someone
Uh-huh.
depending on which one they choose. And my friend was going to eat, so they let their PlayStation on and had the share play on.
Right.
So I can play as them. I played the Helldivers at one time, and my friend had like one of the stratagems for like one of the big bully bombs,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, "Kaboom! Yes, we go! Kaboom! We won! Surprisingly, I somehow didn't die.
I somehow didn't die.
It was very close. It survived on like a sliver of HP, and I just ran to the ship.
Isn't Helldivers like a kind of like Doom, but you're not killing demons? They're trying to kill you.
No, you're killing aliens
Oh, aliens.
for the sake of super democracy
Yeah.
on Super Earth. Actually, the interesting fact I learned literally like 2 minutes before I joined the call. Uh, there is a so like how Helldivers works is it basically acts like there's actually a war happening. They're simulating that.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to like different planets, and if you get fully rehabilitated, you save the planet, quote unquote, saved, and it's stuff like that. And so the devs put in 2 planets. One of them was like enemy stronghold, and if they fully rehabilitated it, they would have gotten a new stratagem out of it, like a new stratagem added to the whole game.
Huh.
But on the other planet, there was a children's hospital that was being attacked. There's no reward for doing this, but there was an option, you know.
Yeah.
And they can only choose one. And 70% of the player base went to the children's hospital one, and the developer raised like $4,000 for a children's hospital. It's cool.
Yeah, that's really a touching moment too. It's like people have the option to go to like a stronghold or an ambushed children's hospital.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's only going to be a one-time thing because the fact that he only was able to raise $4,000 suggests that he's just not a very wealthy man.
Right.
Compared to like Mr. Beast and like unblinding an entire country. So I think it's safe to say that that's probably going to be a one-time thing, or else his bank account is going to be in the dirt.
Dirt.
And honestly, fair enough.
Honestly, fair enough.
Yeah, I don't expect anyone to try and do more than they can afford.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't like those the type of people that like try and like guilt trip you into like doing donations and stuff.
It's like help where you can, right? It's like one of those
Yeah,
cases.
like you know who you are, hanging outside the King Supers. You're prevalent enough to where you were bit in the Cat in the Hat.
Oh, Girl Scouts. Oh.
Not Girl Scouts, but you know,
Oh.
Girl
Same
Scouts
kind
don't
of.
do that. You see, in the Girl Scouts, right? It's equivalent exchange.
Yeah.
That I pay for whatever promotional stuff they're doing, and I get cookies.
Right. Free
It's
sugar.
equal trade. In exchange for saving this random cat they found on the side of the street, I get cookies. Obviously, I'm gonna care about the cat. I more mean when they're like running at you with clipboards and like
Oh.
guilt tripping you to sign it.
It's like sign this to save this puppy that's not even breathing anymore.
Would you like to sign my petition to save the Athens Biddings in Zimmeru?
Stewie.
You can sign it using this overly large pen that requires 2 hands.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it clicked. It clicked.
Yeah,
You got it.
the giant pen bit and Cat in the Hat.
Yeah. If anyone who's watching this hasn't watched that movie, watch it. Stop this video. Go watch it. I'm
If you
kidding. Please
haven't
finish the
watched
video.
it, if you haven't watched it, then what are you doing with your life?
Yeah.
You're probably either
Do watch it after the video, though. We need the views.
you're either overprotected as a kid, or you just don't find interest in Mike Myers.
I don't think there's such thing as being overprotected from Cat in the Hat. That wasn't that bad of like a movie where you need to shelter your child from it.
Right, but there are some weird parents who would do that.
Fair enough. Yeah. And then there's people like Jacob who exists who hasn't watched Dumbo.
Well, I've seen Dumbo, it's just I don't remember any of it because it's that slow and that like sad of a movie.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's sad. It has a really nice song. That song shaped the internet, dude.
That
Pink
song
Elephants.
shaped Disney in general. The Wish Upon a Star.
No, Disney doesn't. No, not Wish Upon a Star. I'm talking about Pink Elephant. No one remembers Wish Upon a Star.
Ah.
Like if you try and remember classic Disney songs when they're still doing 2D animation, the first thing that pops into your head is Pink Elephants
Or the Seven Dwarfs.
or the Seven Dwarfs, because the internet absolutely memeified the shit out of that one.
And then executives from the early, like, I would say 2010s, get a hold of the thing and say, hey, let's make a movie in a decade, make it really shitty.
Dude, did you? Okay, so you already know about like the live action film that they're doing and how much the internet hates it.
Yeah.
They just released live action Lilo and Stitch.
See, I was pretty excited to see that one. That one's actually promising.
You see, he looks cute, but also look at Disney's track record of live action movies. You see how they fail every single time?
Yeah.
I'm not saying the movie's bad because I don't like Lilo and Stitch. I'm saying the movie's going to be bad because Disney can't learn their lesson.
And there's also the fact
And
that
I'm
it's
not
like with well, it's not really the fact of it. It's like they also did a live action Beauty and the Beast with Emma Watson. That was actually pretty good.
I didn't hate that one. I'll give it that. But live action Lion King, no one watched that.
No.
Mufasa got outsold by a blue hedgehog.
And then Mufasa gave one of the best meme songs, but also one of the worst, like, kind of, the song was great, but the singing was terrible. You know, it's like my brother.
I haven't listened to the song.
My brother.
Brother. I haven't actually listened to the song. I have listened to that. That sounds stupid, and I want to watch it.
But it's like with DreamWorks
What?
doing a live action HTTYD. I'm pretty like happy they're doing that because they're getting like the same voice for Hiccup. They're
getting the same voice for Hiccup. The problem, right, is that I like the movie so far. I like how it's turning out. problem. People don't look like the animated characters. And that's a problem with me because I already said I don't like it when the characters change. And I get it. That's really hard to recreate an animated character.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still going to watch the movie. But it's just like that little part of my soul that irks every time I see the actor for Hiccup.
The cast of the I can just show you the image. I'm gonna copy and paste it into the text chain. But it's like that's the cast, and they're not even matching what the people look like.
Yeah, I get it though. It's hard to do that. Like
Like-
you try and find a blonde Viking woman with massive pigtails that wears spiky clothes.
It's just
Not
it's
a
just
lot
a
of people
Viking
really do
emo.
that.
That's all it is.
Not Viking emo. She's not emo.
Well,
What part of Astrid sounds like emo?
never mind. Just like the way you're describing her like outfit and stuff, like Viking wears spiky.
Wait, I don't get how this is organized. Wait, the way they organize this is confusing me. They organize it really weird.
So the animated character they're voicing as is on the left of the actual person.
Okay, it's on the right. Okay. The only one I'm really mad about is Stoic.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure if it's just the reference video they did for the actor, but the actor has a very shaved double beard. Have you seen Stoic's beard? It goes down to like his like middle of his stomach. Stoic has a big beard, and you're telling me you're asking this clean-shaven man to play Stoic? I really hope this is just an old photo of him before he applied for the role, because no, the beard was the most recognizable part of him.
But then like,
Also
they're not getting T.J. Miller to do that one blonde kid.
Yeah. You mean that's not it's not it's the annoying kid whose like dad is like famous or whatever. You mean like one of the twins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember his name. Uh, what's the blacksmith's name? I forget what his name is. Whatever the blacksmith's name is. They also. I don't like his actor.
So they
I
could
don't
have.
know.
They really could have done him for. No, can't copy image address. What's this character's name? What's the twin's name? Tough Nut.
Tough Nut and Rough Nut are the names. I remember.
So they could have done this guy for Tough Nut, but no. That's a.
Well, it's also like, keep in mind it's not like they can like. It's not like animation where you can just like get the characters to play and stuff you want because you animate the characters. These are people with their own choices.
Yeah, like what
So
I'm
if there was a
thinking.
person
It's
that
like,
looked like exactly like Hiccup,
yeah. What I'm thinking is like, they
it looked
chose.
like and sounded exactly like Hiccup, they could have done it.
They
but-
chose his voice actor. It's his actual voice actor. He's grown up now.
He has a very weird mustache. It goes down. It's like it's scared of his chin. I don't mean to be mean, but also like why? Why is it trying to run away from your chin? I don't know the guy's name, but
TJ?
TJ, if you know what TJ looks like, you know exactly what I mean.
He was the voice for Tough Nut.
He was his voice for Tough Nut, yeah. Also,
Oh, that's they're not picking the same guy for Toothless. No, not Toothless. Hiccup. Sorry.
Hiccup, yeah, no.
Because this guy has a beard, not this kid that's in the image.
What? Well, he could have shaved, but also like what?
What? This was the VAA of Hiccup. Let me get this to go in there.
Let me examine this.
Examine.
Enhance.
Enhance. It's like I'm not seeing it remotely at all.
That was a voice actor for Hiccup?
Yes.
Oh my god, he does not look like what he sounds. His voice does not match his face at all. his voice is like a nerd kid that you like throw papers at in the back of the classroom. He looks like the jock that throws the papers at the kid.
I'm trying to find the video of his voice.
He looks like Flash Gordon in the newest Spider-Man movies.
I'm trying to find the video with his voice, and I don't believe that it was actually him.
It could have been. Either they changed voice actors. I kind of doubt it though, because he sounds the same in every movie. So either the second voice actor was really good, or
Yeah. That doesn't sound like Hiccup at all. Well, I guess, yeah, actors do change their voice a lot.
I mean, I'm a good example. I don't look like I can sound like Elmo on Helium.
Like, Alex Brightman does both Adam and Pinchas.
Yeah,
Also, you said Alex
like
Brightman in the last episode when it was Alex Hirsch.
did I?
Yeah.
Whoops.
Whoops. But it's also like Brightman has that Beetlejuice kind of vibe to his voice.
Yeah, you can smell him whenever he's in a movie.
The juice is loose.
You can smell him. There's a guy, the YouTuber. I only remember Danny. I'm not sure what his full YouTube name is, but he was reacting to Hazbin Hotel, and he was like, I can smell him, and I'm like, oh my god, he got it like immediately once he came on the screen.
Wait, Mata? Danny Mata?
Yeah, Danny Mata.
Yeah, he's hilarious, dude. I love his videos.
Yeah. Shout out to Danny Mata. Subscribe to his channel. He's chill.
He's also really fucking funny too.
He's really funny. He does good reaction content.
I was watching
Unlike certain YouTubers.
I was watching him on my TV upstairs. It's like my brother walks out. It's like, what are you watching? He sits down to watch it, and then it's like the one Gravity Falls episode where Dipper and Mabel get swapped, and it's like,
Oh yeah, Magic Carpet.
well, yeah, that. But it's like there's a scene in there. It's like Stan says, you're at the creepy age where you're spying on girls now, are you? And then Danny like butts in and says, I think like not you, Stan. Like I gotta find that line because I have it in my head. It's like
Don't worry, I believe in you. Only some can reference stuff as good as I.
But it's like he like watched it a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Danny Mata. I gotta find that. It's like he says something very specific, but I also have to
I remember that Gravity Falls episode though.
Oh, it's like the same. He even did like when he watched the Merman one. That one was pretty funny too.
Yeah. The Spanish merman.
Of all the things we remember, like off the top of our heads too. It's like we were just talking about something serious for a moment, and it leads us down a whole thing of just like funny.
Yeah. Like I said in the last episode, I don't remember a lot about Gravity Falls because I watched it when I was a kid. But when you remind me of it, the nostalgia hits so hard.
Yeah.
It hits me like a truck.
Trying to find that line. It's like he says something very specific. Oh. Okay. Well, in Dipper's defense, I didn't realize one of Mabel's friends was fucking Hulk. Is Grenda?
Yeah.
Like, well, in Dipper's defense, I didn't know one of Mabel's friends was the literal freaking Hulk.
Yeah. Dude. How much time do you have left on this meeting before we have to wrap it up? I'm trying to check, but
9:15. Where's the key? That's something way funnier.
I try and check it every once in a while because I try to like alert you of it when right before it cut out.
Oh yeah.
I was like, we have about 5 minutes. I should probably lean into this a bit. So I was gonna finish up my story, and then I cut out like 2 minutes early.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty insane, like how I think it gets shorter every time.
Honestly, yeah, because this felt a lot longer. Oh yeah, we're already like 30 minutes in.
Oh, he also said that the baby fights would be his most favorite thing on TV.
Oh yeah.
He posted this 10 days ago, by the way.
No, so we like barely into it.
He started watching Gravity Falls around. Let me find his playlist for that. It's like,
Because I don't think that like Body Swap one was too far into the series, was it?
it wasn't that far now. It's still season 1. It's before Dreamscapers.
He recently started that, huh?
It was like 3 months ago.
Okay, so yeah, he's not gonna make it to like the actual main plot for a bit.
Yeah, like the main plot kind of started at Dreamscapers, and then it kind of led to, um,
You know, Weirdmageddon and everything
yeah.
that happens.
I think season 2 is where the story kind of kicks in the full gear.
Yeah,
Because it's
because
like,
Alex Brightman was able to actually convince Disney.
and then with like, the whole Bill storyline and then Stanford. Again, so we're going to spoil a lot of things about Gravity Falls in the next 7 minutes and 15 seconds. So if you have not seen this TV show, pause us right now. You can come back to us later. Go watch Gravity Falls all the way through. But the Stanford,
There might not be a later, considering how little time we have here, but yeah.
the Stanford plotline was probably one of the biggest like surprise things in like moments in television.
Top 10 most surprising moments in television.
It's like Alex Hirsch goes to the writers and says, "Well,
Oh my
Stan has a brother."
God, you're right. I did say Alex Brightman because I said it again. It is Alex Hirsch. Wait, why do I keep saying Alex Brightman when I mean Alex Hirsch?
Okay, here's how you tell them apart. Alex Brightman is Fizzarolli. Yes, Fizzarolli,
Yeah.
Beetlejuice, Pensius, and
And then he
Adam.
plays Pensius and Adam. Why do we keep thinking of Alex Brightman? It's Alex Hirsch. Alex
'Cause-
Hirsch is the director and voice actor of a lot of characters inside of Gravity Falls. I am breaking my brain with these two shows.
Alex Hirsch,
Alex
King
Hirsch.
Clawthorne,
Remember.
Hootie, Bill, Stan Seuss,
Half the characters in Gravity Falls.
pretty much.
He also plays the president.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he does Stan, Bill, Seuss, Old Man McGucket, and President whatever.
Falls that Hirsch. Voiced
And
by
then
Alex
he
Hirsch.
does Hootie and King, and I think he. Oh yeah, he also plays the weird frog Stan in Amphibia
Yes, he also does Frog Seuss.
and Frog Seuss. Yeah.
List of Gravity Falls.
Proving that there is a multiverse involved in those three shows.
No, they're all connected. It's pretty much basically confirmed now. They're connected with Rick and Morty as well, because you see like, you know that one scene where like Stan loses his mug and book into the portal.
Yeah.
You see the same like book and mug come out of a portal in Rick and Morty as well.
Yeah. There's a lot going on between those four shows.
Okay, so in Gravity Falls, Alex Hirsch is credited as playing Grunkle Stan, Seuss, McGucket, Cypher, Nate, TV announcer, Crowd, Sprott, Boy Duck Detective, Duck Detective, Gnomes, Jeff the Gnome, Schmabulok, Bat Spiker, Doctor, Kid, Lee, Mattress King. He's the Mattress King?
He's a mattress king, that little nerd. He's really good doing voices. Jesus.
He has a very like wide range of. I think that's what inspired me to kind of do my impressions and stuff. Is that Hirsch has a
You don't know impressions until you know Alex Hirsch, I guess.
yeah.
I don't
No,
know.
like listening to Alex Hirsch do all those different voices is kind of what was the fire starter to me wanting to do, like impressions and voice acting and stuff like that.
Also, by the way, that was 15. He had 15 characters in that show.
Well, no, it goes on a lot longer.
Oh God. Talk about engaging in your own creation.
Yeah.
He inserted himself into every aspect of that show, huh?
Yeah. Let me just take a screenshot of this and show you just what the hell. It just got like a longer list.
Nah, it's fine. I'll look up the wiki, 8-page Wikipedia article for it.
But when they're all like listed next to each other is when it gets funnier. So just a...
He also plays background actor number 15. Oh my god, it actually goes on.
See, I kind of stopped at Mattress King. That's in the second row.
The character's called Juggler.
That
Anyone
too.
ever been a juggler in that show?
A juggler. It's probably one of. Probably in the tent of telepathy.
Creature with 88 different faces.
But your eye is drawn down at least probably like 7 or 8 rows down, where it just says Norman, old lady.
Tate McGucket, who is apparently different from Old Man McGucket.
The cheapskate. Waffle guard 2. Wax Genghis Khan.
Prisoner number 2. Man number 1. Male Buffalo Flumper, who dies in like the first 13 episodes.
He's Goldie, that inanimate miner guy that put the quarter into and it did the...
Oh yeah. Guy holding babies.
Alex Hirsch does a lot
Thanks.
of stuff.
Yeah. Pool jail kid.
Yeah, he's also in the pool jail.
Yeah, because one of the kids was literally in like a pool jail, and they held him in like a water filter.
But I think he got stuck
bars
in
in the
there.
water filter.
I think he got stuck in there. Like when
No, he
swimming.
wasn't stuck. They put him in there.
Really?
That's the pool jail. They just repurposed the water filter and put kids in there whoever break the pool rules. And he stays in there like long after the episode ends too, because they have like an end credit scene of just the kid stuck there.
But like
They just no one ever let him out.
Okay, so in the Owl House, he's King Hootie, that one guard guy in the first episode says, "She got away with it, everybody." Typical.
Yeah.
He also does more in there. He's just like not telling.
Oh, we have less than a minute, so let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a noise above me. Oh well. So yeah, that
Good
was this pretty long, over long episode of this amazingly weird podcast. We'll see you guys probably tomorrow when I'm actually with Jacob and I can do a collective one. He'll still be in New Mexico, but hey.
Hey, that's just a fact. I'm not going to make this reference.
It's just a fact. A weirdo fact.